and welcome back to some more Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Okay, so last time we went around and collected all of the remaining chests that are important. That's just a rupee chest that honestly I don't care about. But we've went around and collected a lot of helpful things. So what's next, huh? What is the next set of our evolution in this dungeon? Our next thing is to go forward and fight the boss. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer on the screen here in a few minutes. Because you never know, maybe someone's watching with some fears. There is something very kind of spooky and scary about this final boss fight. And I'll tell you in a minute. So as we all kind of are aware, this dungeon focuses solely on is a water temple. It's not just a like, hey, how you doing kind of thing. It's a water temple. This disclaimer is going to be, if you do not like giant open field of water, you may want to skip this one. Because, this is gonna become a very interesting, development. Okay? By the way, if you're wondering what I am doing right now, I am gonna go grab that. Also, if for whatever reason you want to get out of here, if you want to do like anything out of the temple, like let's say you want to go to let's say you want to go explore a little bit more and see if you can do anything with the hookshot right now, I would advise you to wait, because we are already. I'm not going to do this. You can if you want to. If you wanna like break up your current momentum, go do that. I'm not going to, simply because I think it breaks up the action too much. But I do recommend that, like, as soon as you get done with this boss fight, in the sections after it, definitely think about it. You definitely need to think about it. You definitely need to think about going around and exploring after you get done here. Because, believe me, the hookshot opens up a lot of things. And especially after beating this dungeon. Beating this dungeon opens up a lot. And there's a lot to do. And see. But, without further ado, we are gonna go challenge the final boss. Again, I'm sorry. Yeah, you have a fear of open water. Here's part of the reason. over the cut there. If you're wondering, I upgraded the visual a little bit because it's hard to see a little bit. But uh-oh, I see something down there. Doesn't look entirely wonderful. This is kind of a weird... Ah! What's that? Uh-oh. Eyes. Uh-oh. Say hello to Morphe. So this is phase 1. Basically... Oh, well... Let's not do that again. So basically what you want to do, as Midna suggested, as Midna has so kindly... Oh my gosh, I hate this. Come on. So, Midna is not wrong. What you want to do is grab the eye. But, as you can see, this isn't easy because because they won't let you do anything for fun. Alright, there you go. We stabbed it a few times. Uh-oh. I hate this fight. I really do. This fight in particular is so, like, frustrating. Okay, no. See, oh my god, why? Okay, so, as I am struggling with this fight, and this dungeon has just been the struggle. This has just been all aboard the struggle bus on this one. By the way, you can do rolls to escape that. I've just not been doing it. And I was rolling and it just didn't work, which is stupid and ridiculous. So yeah, this dungeon's very annoying. So I apologize if I get very frustrated with this particular fight, because... Okay. So we stabbed it a few times, right? You'd think it'd be over. Nah. Legend of Zelda is a little bit more advanced. Keep in mind, this is your third dungeon. Yeah! So how do you fight this guy? What's your plan? What's the plan? So you know how the Shadow of the Colossus exists? That game where you're climbing massive towering beasts in the fields and stuff? This one, very similarly, makes you do this. Where you want to climb onto the eel and stab it a bunch. Now, this is the easier part about this fight. This fight is super easy after that first section. And this one just makes you feel. And there we are. Like I said, it doesn't take much to beat that fight. The hardest part about the, the hardest part about it is that beginning section, but again, I could see that being easy once you know how to do things. But, but as far as, that section of, big, giant eel, it's not hard, it's just cool. It's cool to look at because you, how do you get on there? The easy answer, of course, is to use to do things. To use it. Alright. But that is the ending of that dungeon. That's the final part of that dungeon. And normally, I would go do the post-game activity. Basically, she was just saying that the power Zant has is a false one, and she's gonna use the new shadow to beat Zant. We got a heart container. Alright. So, as I put on the hero's clothes, because I feel like that's a little bit more, since we've beaten the dungeon. We've beaten the dungeon, so might as well just do that. So, what now? Before, I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to end off the episode right here. This is where we're gonna end our episode off. After we've beaten the dungeon and done everything we can in this dungeon. I will catch you all in the next episode of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Au revoir.